Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family. Well, it's morning for me anyway. Um, Afternoon or evening for whatever time you're watching this, I guess. Anyway, we're getting ready to take ourselves a trip to Waycross, Georgia. We're about to go meet up with the mayor out there. I don't know if you guys have ever been curious of what it takes to run a city, but I sure know I have been. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out. So let's get on the road. Let's go. Alright, peeps. So I finally made it here to Waycross, Georgia. About to walk into City Hall now. And yeah, let's go meet up with the mayor. Check it out. Let's see what's going on.
I'm Dr. Michael-Angelo James, and this is going to be a moment with the mayor. I look forward to having this conversation with you and also sharing some of the great things that are going on in the city of Waycross in the state of Georgia. We look forward to talking to you and sharing with you some of the multiple things that, well, God has blessed us with here in our community. Have a great time and look forward to seeing you more. Well, I'm so grateful to introduce to you, and I have this great privilege of introducing our city manager. His name is Mr. Duke Rayford, and he has been with us for a few months now and doing a tremendous job. And I just want him to kind of tell you who he is and what he does for the city of Waycross.
It's always difficult to go behind the mayor. He is gifted with those introductions. but, so basically, I run the day-to-day operations of the city. Kind of make sure services are provided, listening to the concerns and complaints of the citizens and try to address their needs. Once again, by the services provided, manage the budget, try to make sure we're spending the taxpayer dollars as it should be, and then basically just make sure the ship is staying afloat as long as it can. So, like I said, being here a few months, it's been great. Now we've had some challenges, but we're working through them, and just very excited to kind of see the future as we get better.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tatiana Wilkins, and I am currently an intern here for the city of Waycross, Georgia. Also standing in as an interim executive secretary, but my original internship is for the community improvement department, working up under Mr. Patrick Simmons and handling the marketing aspects of the city.
SunTrust Bank. SunTrust Bank was one of those banks in our city that was kind of like a family agricultural type, pushed and promoted the people in our community. So on the other side of this, now that we're using this for juvenile justice, on this side we got the probate court. And of course, we have all the different spaces and places for people to get in and out for our young people. And it tells you the times the courts are in session. Isabella in the corner of T-Bone. So what we're going to do here, we'll go inside and I'll introduce you to them. I did not forewarn them, so they may have a look on their faces that may not necessarily say they're happy about the idea, but we'll see. I want him to kind of meet some of the famous people of Waycross.
Hello.
This is Miss Ruth McCoy, and she works
Hello,
for the
Ms.
Board of
McCoy.
Elections. So
Thank you for doing something for us.
It's my pleasure.
and this is
Appreciate
Mr. Emmanuel Jenkins. He's from Columbia, South Carolina. So he traveled in. He just got here. Traveled 4 hours to get here to do this for us.
It only took you 4?
Okay. I'm Carlos Nelson, I'm Supervisor of Elections for Ware County, Waycross, Georgia. We're here to make sure that we conduct fair, honest, and transparent elections, not just in Ware County, but the state of Georgia. So We're looking for all those who aren't registered. Come on down and register. We want every legal registered voter to vote and for their vote to count.
I am so grateful today to introduce to you our Director of Tourism, as well as he works for some businesses as well. So he's going to tell you a little more about himself. And this is Director Patrick Simmons of the City of Waycross.
My name is Patrick Simmons. I am the Director of Business Integration and Information Systems and also tourism. So I work with the business community to make sure that they have a seamless process when they come to do various things at City Hall, such as business license, permits, also working with our tourist attractions, local information in the area.
This is a great place to be, and the City of Waycross is a Southern Forest World, and I have with me the curator and the director, and she's getting ready to talk to you. This is Miss Bertha. And Miss Bertha, if you go ahead and tell them a little bit about what goes on here at Southern Forest World.
Okay, this is a small museum that everything we do here has to do with the forest, and so anybody can come in. We accommodate groups. You can come in and have parties here. School groups, we welcome them, and we can give you a personal tour if that's what you'd like. This is actually a hunting dog that got stuck in this tree.
Wow. So this dog actually got stuck in there.
Yes.
Wow.
They were cutting the wood. So they sawed this tree down, sawed it up, and loaded it on the trailer. And the guy got off just to look at his load to make sure he was loaded on the trailer right. And he said he got close enough he could see claws and stopped.
I'm inside of a real tree. This is wow. Never been inside of a tree before. Yeah. Hey guys, so you definitely have to come check out Southern Forest World. It is out of this world. It's really nice. Like they got I done did all type of stuff out here. I just went into a tree. I done seen a dog get stuck inside of a tree. Yeah, a lot of tree related things here, but it's really dope. So you guys have to come check it out. So what is it like to be a college professor?
I thank you for the question. One of the things I like to say as the professor of sociology here at Coastal Pine State College, it has been proven that most people don't understand about their society and how they impact it and how it impacts them. So I think it is a great opportunity for at least three things. One, to inspire people to think and to breathe about their community, and also give information And with that information and inspiration comes a time when the individuals who come into us eliminate some of their false trainings, false teachings. We try our best to do what is helpful to each one of the students. So it's been very good, and to answer your question in short, it's a great job. It's a great experience being a professor at a college.
I just have to say, to me, that's pretty amazing. To be able to balance being the mayor, being a professor, and a pastor, and a bishop, brother, it's like, wow. Makes me want to do more with my life. Like, what am I doing? Like, why am I not out here, like, crushing it like that? Anyway, let's keep moving.
I'd like to introduce you to Dr. William Clark, one of our great citizens of the city of Waycross, who is instrumental in great advancements in our tourism. And I wanted him just to tell you who he is and what he has done and is doing, and some of the great things that are getting ready to happen in the city of Waycross.
Mr. Mayor, what a pleasure to run into you here on the streets of Waycross. I'm Dr. William Clark. I'm a solo practicing eyeball surgeon here in Waycross, and have found myself as a lifelong, a multi-generation descendant of some of the town fathers of Waycross. It's been such a pleasure and honor for me to continue to walk in the footsteps of great leaders like our mayor. But one of the things that I love to do is to help make it possible for the future to be better for the people that either are born here or grow up here or come here in the future. This involves working out with the community swamp, which is a unique blackwater swamp ecosystem that there is nothing like in the whole world, and we're working on perhaps having it designated as a World Heritage Site, which will increase the opportunity for people from all over the world to want to come here and learn more about this part of the country. But in general, I've also been active in other community activities. Our Industrial Development Authority, which is thriving now with recruitment of new industries, to the point where we now have a challenge to make sure we have great housing areas in order for them to all live here when they come to live here. And these are things that our local government, of course, is very interested in, and we're all excited to partner together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Powell. I'm the city clerk for the city of Waycross. I love my job, and I love servicing this community. I mainly handle all of the business licenses for the city and the revenue that comes in, and help people understand the process. So if you have any questions, come and see me.
So, what is it like to have to run a city?
That's a quite good question, due to the fact that running the city requires a team. And of course, you've met our city manager who does operations. And as the executive portion of it, I am the top elected official in our city. So as a result of that, I have a great job of putting together our council and making sure our commissioners are operating according to the particular way they should. I many times have had the opportunity of reading the decorum or having it read by our council's clerk, who then in turn reminds them, and then we get to the agenda and we vote on it. And after we've done that, we move into our meeting. So running the city has been really working with the council, running with the mindset that we need to make this city the best place it can be for the people to live, to work, to play. And most times, it requires us to go through three things. So to answer your question in short verse, we listen, we learn, we lead. And we listen, learn, and lead through the process of making teams, working with those teams, and then having town halls, listening to the people, and then taking the team, the town hall, and transitioning that information into something that would be a strategic plan for our city. So it requires a lot of time and attention, but at the same time, you have people around you all the time who want to see you do well. And you need to have good people around you. I try to surround myself with good advisors and folks who will know specifically what we need to do. And truly, a closing thought regarding that would be, we want to make sure our young people are able to have that ability to listen, to learn, to lead, in the next centuries, in the next communities. And how do we do that? We created something called a Mayor's Youth Council. And that Mayor's Youth Council, it incorporates the schools training, bringing young people in, and then giving them opportunity to serve as mayor, as mayor pro tem, as council person. And then once we have those persons trained and taught, they can teach others outside of them. We used to have something called civics years ago. The students learn how government works. Oftentimes because that has not been taught as much as possible now. I know that the elementary schools are doing it, but because it has not been taught as much as it could be done, we're seeing a lot of lack of understanding what a mayor does, what a council person does, what individuals are to be doing as leaders in our community. But once they listen, learn, and lead, we have the ability to see the city grow. And so as a mayor, what I do is I serve as a facilitator, I serve as a functionary, I serve as a person who helps form and shape what we will do for the next future people who will come in place, as well as for the present day, and really taking on what the past has given us. And that's really what I've had as a mayor, what I enjoy doing.
All right, people. So this tour around Waycross, Georgia, and basically hanging out with the mayor has been awesome. I've learned a lot. Guys, check this out. If you do not know a lot about a situation, get to learn about a situation. Like, it's easy to be on the outside looking in, pointing fingers and saying, like, do this, do that. But there is a lot of responsibility that comes along with running a city. It is, I was talking with the mayor, and he was telling me a lot of the things that he can do and can't do, because some things are state law, some things are national state law, and just a lot of different things like that. It's important to understand, what it is that you are speaking about when you talk about certain situations, and get to actually know about what your elected officials can do for you, and some of the things that they can't do. But anyway, I am starving at this point. I actually haven't eaten anything all day, well, except for a piece of candy one of the nice ladies in there gave me. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'm about to go grab me a bite to eat. See you in the future. Finishing up lunch. It was delicious. Shout out to the mayor for also getting me something to eat from here from Olive Garden. I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Harvey Beach, because if it wasn't for him, this connection would have never been made in the first place. And if you don't know who that is, make sure you go check out my videos I did on Discount Diaper World. And yeah, but don't forget to drop something good that you've done lately below. And this has been Emmanuel Jenkins. I will catch you guys in the next one.